don't have to sexualize us because we're transsexuals. You don't have to sexualize us because we're lesbian. You don't have to sexualize us because we're gay. You don't have to. You sexualize us, but we're human.
Yeah,
we exist. We have kids. I know trans women right now that have children at the top, at the bottom, and they have children. Explain that.
And I mean, you also are if you're sending your kids to school, then they might have a trans parent. And I believe that you should actually have those conversations so that there is no issues when they get to school, because then it won't be confusing to them. I've seen two men have a child and they've raised successfully a child, like with no problem. But instead of that person getting bullied when they get to school, I do think the normal thing would be to start including it in more cartoons. And like you said, it doesn't have to mean sexualizing per se, but the ladies, Billy has two dads.
Yeah. Hey,
but the only thing I get, and I'll stand on the fact, is the parent wants that right to introduce it to the child when they feel ready.
You can't stop it at school, though, is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
You can't stop it at school. You can't stop it in the day-to-day. Like when your child knows more than you think that they do.
Of course.
You know, in order for the child to recognize that there's two mommies, you know, and then you could say that there was an it's just simple. That you don't really have to go deep with a 4-year-old or 6-year-old. Their two mommies are there because the baby was adopted, which obviously, one of the mamas put it out, and the other mama adopted. So you ain't telling the kid no lie. You don't have to talk about them being lesbian. You could talk about they have two mommies because the dad wasn't there.
So what age would you say your understanding started to come? Because I saw a picture of you when you had the side cut.
Oh, baby, listen, I was out there.
You was fire. You was a fine one, too. What was you bagging them then? Like, how did it work out?
Wanted me to all of them.
You had the Gumby cut.
All the Gumby cut, the lines, and I was wearing Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. No, you was a joint. Yo, you was a joint. I'm not gonna lie.
I had the Patrick Ewing's on, honey. Shit.
The Gumby with the Ewings.
Gumby with the line.
Oh man, these pre-Jordans.
See this picture.
Listen.
Oh, you ain't had nothing on TS.
Hey, listen, I wasn't scared of nothing. You know, well, for me, I came into knowing, and here's the thing about I do believe in protecting kids, but I also believe that we should protect kids all the way around, even from heterosexual things.
Oh yeah,
we should protect kids because. I'm going to say this, and I know that people out there going to windmill to the death. Look at that. Watch it. Wow.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wow.
Right?
You look like Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth.
No, you know who you look like?
Stephon Diggs. Girl, so many people wrote that. Stephon, you better not put no hair on.
That's got to be like, what, 89, something like that?
90 something.
I didn't think that.
Listen, Stephon, you better not put no wig on. No. This is what it's going to end up giving.
That is hilarious.
Rickon,
honey. It's Rickon.
That's funny.
So I knew.
Got one of Cardi wigs on.
Hey, listen. We'll see. I was finna be messy, but I ain't gonna do that. God, I'll deliver you.
Look, I'm like, I thought you.
Girl,
said
y'all ain't gonna be dragging me on the internet for the rest of it. I knew early that I was different. I didn't know what it was sexually because I hadn't been introduced to sex, but I knew. I didn't have the same. I have brothers. I grew up in the house with brothers, so I knew that I didn't feel like my brothers.